Welcome to Instant Discussions. This episode we discuss the movie Taxi Driver.
Yeah, Taxi Driver.
Yeah. A film about a taxi driver.
Who drives taxis.
But it was a lot more than that, I think.
The deeper meaning. What did the taxi driver symbolize in us all?
Yeah.
Well, we'll figure that out as we get into this.
And the beads, the lack of beads on his chair.
Steffan, this was your pick.
I think that was the emptiness of his soul.
Well, let's get into that later. We don't want to
No,
get
he
too
just
deep
couldn't
into
relax
this right
in
now.
life. He needed the extra support. All right, anyway.
So, this was your pick, Steffan.
Yeah.
As one of your favorite films growing up, you picked this one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Was it really?
He doesn't remember.
He doesn't remember. He doesn't know who he is.
We gotta go back.
Steffan has never seen this movie before, except for now he has.
Yeah.
But he hadn't when he picked this one.
Are you
Yep.
sure?
He picked it blind.
And I hadn't about a few hours ago.
So why did you pick this one?
I picked it based on the fact that when I randomly was searching through Instant Watch one day, I ran across it and I was like, oh,
Is that
I've
your
heard of that.
Robert De Niro
I've
movie?
heard of this movie. Oh, the director. I know that guy. Oh, it's has something to do with psychological screwiness, and because I just
Robert De Niro's
when I was glancing through, I saw the word psychological in the description,
Psychological screwiness films.
or some kind of word like that in the Netflix
Yeah.
Netflix Instant Watch description. It had some word like that, and I'm like, I usually love those psychological like weird films. So
Yeah.
And so Robert De Niro had nothing to do with it? You're like,
I actually no.
Well,
like him?
yeah, this is a...
It's
Well,
not that I dislike him. It's just that he's never really.
it doesn't draw you to a film.
Yeah, he's never really gone over to the point where
So
except
John...
in Goodfellas.
Well, he's not going to be the drawing factor into a movie.
yes.
Okay.
I had seen this movie before. Tony, you had seen this movie before.
Mm-hmm.
Had it been a while since you saw it last? Or
A long time.
Me too. Been quite a while. Not one that I generally rewatch.
Mhm.
76.
But yeah, I don't remember when I first watched this movie. It was sometime through Netflix, probably getting DVDs. I'm pretty sure. But I know I definitely liked it the first time. Let's start off with our favorite things about the film. The things we like the best about the movie.
The favorite thing, actually, is it, the character reminded me so much of Rorschach. And I'm wondering if he was a
did.
huge, like,
Influence for
Rorschach.
more.
Yeah.
There's a good possibility of that. This was an influential film.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Especially of its time. Inspired many things that we'll get into.
Like Pants.
Discussing. Like Pants. Inspired Pants.
Mohawk.
So yeah, I don't think when I really love the his emotional arc in the film. And I think that was
Insane art.
well, yeah, but it was played very well as to why he did that. And granted, this could have been built over a longer period of time if you had a longer film or a miniseries to go about this. But in like the things I remembered about Taxi Driver and looking back on it was always the violence of him and the stuff that he built to in there. And not the person that he was before.
Uh-huh.
And I think even partially the person he may have turned into at the end as well. But I really love that kind of the heartbreak that he goes through in there and
Yeah.
his driving to near insanity.
Mm-hmm.
How about you, Steffan?
My favorite part.
Yes.
My favorite part of the film. Oh goodness.
Or something you just really liked about it.
Really liked the motif of the $20 bill.
Yes.
That was really, really cool.
Yeah.
I liked the climax.
Yeah.
Which one?
How can I not like climaxes? Which one? Which climax? I really liked Merlin as well. Merlin? No.
Merlin.
What am I thinking of? What's his name?
You're thinking of a different movie altogether.
No.
Sword in the Stone? You're
What's-
thinking of The Sword in the
what's
Stone.
the
You
character's
also just
name?
recently watched The Sword in the Stone.
Oh, what's the guy's
Wizard?
name? Wizard. Thank you. That's why I called him Merlin. His name's Wizard.
Peter Boyle.
Yeah.
Why'd you like
Wizard.
him?
I really there's this particular scene where pays back the $5 to that one guy. He walks
Yeah.
into that, and then he goes out and he's like, "Oh, can I talk to you?" Blah blah blah. And I just really liked the speech in that scene. It was really really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I also got to point out that I love the his ingenuity of MacGyverness of creating that.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
Oh yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome what you can do with an old file cabinet.
Oh my. Oh, never mind. Later on, we'll talk about.
So what least favorite part then?
You know, I actually did not like Harvey Keitel as a pimp.
Really?
Like, he just wasn't mean enough for me.
Hmm.
I wanted him to be more violent. He was just like, "Hey, I'm a pimp. You're gonna fuck this chick, alright? That's cool."
I mean, it's early Keitel as well.
It's also 70s.
But as a pimp, though, like, I always think of a pimp as being a little tougher.
No, it's the 70s pimps.
yeah, it's a 70s.
70s pimps are a little different. They got the
But it's
big
like
hats.
corny.
They got the
70s,
cane.
Like,
they
you
walk
still have to whoop
through.
ass if you're a pimp. He didn't seem like he could whoop ass to me.
There's a
Just
little
rip
more
to
of a
shit.
respect going on there. It's not like modern pimps. It's tough out there for a pimp nowadays, but it's back in the day it was just it's more chill.
It ain't easy.
Being cheesy.
And then it made me want to shoot somebody. To impress
Really?
Jodie Foster.
Really?
Yeah, that's kind of a weird role to see her in, right?
No,
Hi,
see, they,
NSA. Anyway,
yeah, we'll talk about that later.
yeah, we'll talk about. We already tapped everything right now. Speaking of tapping things, all right.
Yeah, buttholes.
At first, I didn't really like the ending.
Oh yeah, me neither. I didn't like that too much.
And it was odd because I remember the movie a little differently as well.
Yeah, me too.
I remember certain parts of it, but especially the going to the rally and with the candidate there.
Mm.
I was like, did they cut out something there? I thought he did something, but he didn't, and it made sense after thinking about it a little more. But it's just because that was weird in my memory.
Yeah.
Only because of remembering historical events.
Oh yeah.
But
Because you've seen the videos, the black and white.
yeah, so you're like thinking of that. But the other things in the ending was just it's kind of odd that the very last scene with him and the first girl, Sybil Shepherd. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like that ending.
With Betsy, I didn't like it at
It's too
first. However,
I even watched it again too because I was in the same boat. Where I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a kind of weak ending, but it's
yeah.
I understand it after thinking about it more too.
They could have hit that so much better.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Like, because I understood like what it was doing, but it's just like, come on, just I don't know.
Yeah.
I just.
It was with all the stuff that went on in the film, it would have either get a bigger ending or a more abrupt ending because like there's so many moments where it could have ended as well, like especially like after the big shootout, you can just end it there and be like, oh.
I thought that would have been a lot better.
Yeah, I thought that's
And just
that's
Jodie
the last
Foster
thing I remembered
huddling in the
movie.
corner
Yeah.
and him just bleeding out on the couch with the.
But maybe that's too dark for the time
Probably.
because of the
Maybe.
film code and all of that.
See, and I even thought that the rest of it could have just been like up until I saw the very very end where he doesn't, she gets out and nothing happens. I mean,
where he just is a taxi driver.
I thought that it
happens
could
to
have been
pick
a
her up
potential
and-
like post his death heaven type thing going on.
Oh yeah, or something different. Like he was locked up in his mind, or he was in a mental like something.
Yeah.
I was thinking.
It zooms
Like,
out
I thought
into
there was the
Matrix
potential
and
for that.
hooked up to machines and.
But then like
But then it didn't happen.
yeah, that was
Yeah.
yeah.
But so that was my at first. I don't know. I've eased up on it a little bit.
Yeah.
How about you?
I wish it gripped me more than it did. Because the story had me going, like, I was watching it and I was enjoying the story and all that, but I wish it had gripped me, me as an audience member, into feeling, everything that he was feeling. And it didn't quite accomplish that for me.
Okay.
I really wish I had the more visceral reaction just to everything that was going on with him. And, like...
Yeah, I don't know if it pulled you in as much. I think you had to it worked if you found that connection or you were on him, but it didn't do as much to pull you in.
And I think that didn't happen for me simply because he's just kind of a little weird of a guy, and it didn't he went and just did things, it seemed sometimes, and I was just like, wait, why did he do that? And then so the why did he do that plus the fact that it didn't come out and get me made me just kind of, I was there for the ride.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go with ratings for this one.
Well, originally it was a 5, but it was a 4 this time. It didn't hold up to me. Or maybe when I was younger, I didn't really see certain things. Maybe, I don't know.
I originally had a 5 on this one as well, and I was thinking of dropping it down to a 4, but then also on giving it more time to think about it as well, because I watched it yesterday, let it kind of sink in. So after I watched it yesterday, I was thinking 4. But now I'm kind of allowing myself, I'm going to leave it at that 5 that I had it at.
Mm-hmm.
Partially for the first viewing of it and how it took me at that time. But also just I really like the story development of that. And it's one of these things, kind of like with Reservoir Dogs, where I was giving that one a 5. Seeing that, Scorsese has come a long way since this film and has been able to do a lot more and influence his own genre in that, and that genre's kind of grown. But this was, one of his first films. So really, this is the beginning of that, and I think for his experience at the time, this was definitely a really great achievement. And I just really enjoyed it, but I can definitely see people not, this wouldn't be like a 5-star for everyone. I can see that.
Yeah.
But at the right time, it can really catch you and motivate you to just do great things. So Steffan.
I think if I saw it in 1976,
76?
1976, that's when it came out.
I would have given this movie a better rating than what I'm about to. I'm going to give it a 3.
3?
I think I was going to guess a 1.
Yeah. And
wow.
I can see that though.
The Vissel just grabbed me. That was a huge deal for me.
Yeah.
And a huge loss.
Yeah.
I wanted it. I just want it so bad in this movie, but it's not there. And
he also
on a second watch, I could see enjoying it more.
Yeah.
I'll say that much.
Okay.
I think a lot of it's nostalgic too. That's why we may have a higher rating.
Yeah.
Possibly.
I'm fresh eyes.
It seemed like a fresh viewing to me for most of the story. Like there were
But
the
still,
moments
everybody
that,
rememers. Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Talking to me.
that seemed like such a small
seen
moment
one
in the film.
You must be
because of
talking
that.
to me.
Yeah, but that's what everybody remembers.
Yeah.
Well, some people remember.
There are some
that
really,
one.
really, really great moments in this film.
And they've redone that
Yeah.
on the Simpsons.
He's redone that.
like, everything.
He did that in The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Oh really?
Yeah. Don't you remember in The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle, the
No,
movie?
I haven't even seen that.
All right. Well.
Anyway,
So did
So
America. They
bad
didn't see
parts, ratings.
Yeah.
So
so 5, 4, 3.
my next pick. No.
It's not your next. Stop it.
It's mine.
No, it's
All right,
not.
So Taxi Driver 2.
Stop lying to the
Taxi
audience.
Driver.
All right, Tony.
Taxi Driver 2.
What's
Are
it
you
gonna be?
really talking to me?
No, seriously. There's like no
I'm
one else around.
confused.
I'm pretty sure you're talking to me. But you didn't address me by name, so I
I want
just
to make
want
sure
to
we
be
have
clear here.
the right year on
It
this
totally
one.
sets up for a sequel at the end, though. What's going to happen to him next? He's going to be this vigilante taxi driver guy.
He
He's
becomes
gonna go around.
Rorschach. That's what happened.
I
I
think
like
he's
how
gonna
you just
turn-
said vigilante.
Yeah.
Whatever. He's
No, that was funny. It was punny.
because he was a vegetable.
He was a vegetable.
So, I
Yeah.
think this is yeah, well, whatever. It goes into the sequel, which is. Oh really?
Ugh.
Still gotta look it up.
Dr. Strangelove from 1964. Ha, 64.
You picked a movie from that old.
Dr. Strangelove, it's an amazing movie.
Okay.
Dr. Strangelove.
I went-
I'll remind you of when we watched Chinatown.
No, I went through this point where I thought that all black and white movies were horrible.
Like Chinatown?
Yeah. And then I went and found a list of like the best black and whites to watch, and I watched them and I was like, these are amazing movies. Still, 95%
Really?
of black and white movies are just horse shit.
Now, I have not seen all of Dr. Strangelove because I saw it in a film class.
Uh-huh.
I fell asleep because it was early in the morning and I gotten like zero sleep the night before and it's, lights off.
So this will be
Movie
mostly. This is kind of like the
I
second
saw
watching.
I'll be honest, I saw like the first scene or two. Like, so
That's it?
pretty much,
So
I
much
was
more.
really tired and
All right.
the lights went off and I was out.
Get some sleep and then watch Doctor Strange.
It won't happen again.
It won't happen.
Oh,
again.
I know why.
I'm determined.
It's the first time he had anal sex with a chick.
All right. Well, thank you for watching this episode where we discussed Taxi Driver, and we will continue.
I really
discussing-
just want to go do something. You guys want to go do something? Let's go do something.
All right, let's do it.
You know.
I
Is this where you cut it?
I wish, but I still haven't said. Thanks for watching, comment, and share, and all that stuff. And we'll continue discussing Taxi Driver Extended.